Hello, welcome and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I automated my content creation using make.com, Perplexity AI, ChatGPT and RSS feed. And it connects to my Instagram, Facebook and X account directly, and it uploads the content for me based on the time that I've scheduled. We are currently on google.com, so if we go to make.com on Google and search, and then we click on the first link, it's going to take us to make.com. But because I already logged in, I can go to my dashboard here where I can see my current active automations. But for you guys, you might need to create an account or you might need to get started for free. So these are the two automations that I have. You will see that I have two of them here. And why do I have two of them? I have one for Instagram, as you can see here, and while I have another one for X and Facebook. The main reason why I have two different automations is because for Instagram, I only want the automation to happen once a week, which is like every Thursday at 7 a.m. But for X and Facebook, I want the automation to happen every day at 7 a.m. Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, irrespective of the day. I want one post per day. The cool thing about make.com is that you can actually set the frequency of the automation. It doesn't give you the possibility to set different frequency in the same automation. That's why I need to do two automations, but they are pretty much doing the same thing. I'm going to be walking you through both automation today. So let's start with the X and Facebook automation. This is what it currently looks like, but we are going to click on it so we can actually edit it. Let's move my face somewhere here. You see what I have here? I have RSS feed module here, and pretty much what this module does is it accepts an RSS feed URL which you can get from rss.app. So if you go to rss.app, you can actually get started. You also need to create an account here, or you need to log in if you already have an account, and you can search for a specific keyword. In my case, I search for software engineering because this is the news that I want to share with you guys every day or every week. For this example, I'm going to click on technology, and then it's going to generate me an RSS feed for technologies. If I click on save feed, it's actually going to save me this feed, and now I can get the URL which I can use for this RSS feed, which means that for this particular URL I can use it, and this is what I'm using in my make app here. This is the link that I've pasted here, and the maximum item I want it to return when this workflow runs is just one item, which is the most recent items that we have in our RSS feed. Once our RSS feed module runs and generates us a news, it connects to Perplexity Summarizer. This is another mode, Perplexity AI, so you can also create an account where you can link your account by specifying your API keys. You might need to put in some money. So if we go to Perplexity, for example, perplexity.ai, you see that I already have the account set up and I'm already logged in here also. If I click on settings here, it's going to take me to settings and I can see my profile, I can see, but what we are mostly interested here is API, and you might need to put some money here because otherwise it's not going to work. I've only put $5 here, and $5 might last you for like 2-3 months depending on the frequency of your workflows. But I put $5 here and I've run multiple scenarios and it's only cost me about 20 cents. I haven't even spent like half of the money yet. I take my API key here and then I come here and set up. You can just click on add new connection, and then you can paste in your API key. Here you have a bunch of different modules. I'm currently using the Sonar Reason because I think it's perfect for my use case. This is where I give it the prompt. So for example, in my use case, I'm a senior software engineer and I want it to like generate me news based on that, and this is the prompts, and I also say like this is what I want it to look like, and I also want it to include the URL that is coming from the RSS feed, which is the URL for that particular post. I'm only giving you like a summary of the post. It could be a blog post, it could be some Yahoo news, it could be some Google news. And then I also want to give you the full link, which is like the reference which you can actually go and look at or go and read that particular blog post. If you find the post that I've made on Instagram, for example, or on X are interesting and you want to read more, so you have like the reference. So after that, it's connected to a router. This is the router module. And why do we need the router module? We need the router module because I want to take the result from my Perplexity Summarizer and I want to distribute it into two different routing. So I want it to go into two different routes. And then I have ChatGPT module, which is pretty straightforward. It takes the data that is coming from my Perplexity Summarizer, and then also we need to go to the same step like we have for Perplexity, create an account, take your API keys and add a connection here, and once that connection is added, we are good to go. And I have another prompt. I say you're a social media expert. I already give you the content and the summarizer. Take this content and summarize it for me. I also want you to include the URL for the reference, the URL that is being passed here. Use it for the reference so that the post can make sense and people can go and read more. And I said like for X, because I have a free account, do not exceed 280 characters because otherwise I will not be able to post it on X. It's just going to fail, right? And that's how pretty much that works. And pretty much it's just a copy and paste for the second route here, which is for the Facebook post. And after that is done, you can connect your account by adding your connection. It's going to ask for your token, your key, and your app ID. You can do that. You can check make documentation on how to go about that. It's pretty simple and straightforward. And then you can do the same thing for Facebook. When you click on add connection, it just open a different tab. Make sure your Facebook account is already logged in, or you can log in immediately when based on the prompt. You just follow the prompt. So I'm pretty much just saying, like, take the content that is coming from our ChatGPT, which is already like summarized and kind of like changed for us to like make more sense, and put it as the message body, and that's it. And once that is done, it's just going to pretty much save that content and push it to my X and push it to my Facebook. This is where you can set the schedule of how you want this automation to run. So if you click on schedule, for example, here you see I have days of the week in which I want this automation to run. I say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like pretty much every day until Sunday, and I want this automation to run 7 a.m. So you can either do, like, you can set the frequency, you can say at intervals, you can say once every particular day, you can specify the date in which you want this automation to run, and that's pretty much it. If I click on run once right now, it's actually going to run this automation, and it's going to post to my my Twitter account, and it's also going to post to my Facebook account. So now we can look at the scenarios for the Instagram. Instagram is pretty straightforward, but the only thing that is different here is I have a different mode. I have another module which I've included here, which is the DAL module. DAL E3. What this does is, like, it follows the same method like I have for Facebook and for X. Here we get the RSS feed, we summarize it, we pass it as a router, we pass it here directly to the to ChatGPT to write our IG post, and then I pass it to the DAL to generate us like an AI generated image, because it's an Instagram post, so it looks nicer. I have an image, and then I have the summary in the bottom, which is like the caption, where I have the content and I have the reference of where the content is actually coming from, and then it posts it to our IG. You also need to connect your IG account. It's the same type of connection like you have for Facebook, so it's pretty much straightforward and easy to like do, and we can give it a try. So for example, let's go to my Instagram. So we do instagram.com here. Let's go to my profile here. So this is what my profile looks like, and you can see this is a sample post which I've done. You see I've done this I think 2 or 3 days ago, but let's do a new post. You see the last thing that we have, all these reel are currently like pinned, right? This is the last post that I made today. So now let's try to run this automation and see how it works. So let's go back to our make.com, our automation, and I will say I want to choose where it will start from, because I just want to run it once right now. So I will say choose where to start from. I'll select one from my RSS feed that we can get. So we have why good instance management is the key to software. So I'm going to choose this one. You can see this post is from today, and it's from 17/03/2025, and it was like posted at 5:43. So I would say save, and I will click on run once, and let's give it some time to run. You can see that the post has been generated by RSS feed. You can click on here and see what the post looks like. Now it's going through Perplexity. That's going to actually take some time, so let's give Perplexity some time. Now Perplexity has actually finished running the automation. You can see what it looks like. You can see the choices, and you can go to collection and then message, content, and here you can see the content, and you can, at the bottom is what we want to actually focus on. So it says our social media post idea. This is what we can have. We have post 1, post 2, post 3, and this is where we actually like taking one of these posts. Then it goes through our ChatGPT IG write posts, and then so it writes the post for us. So this is the post that is actually going to be posting to Instagram in this case. So we have struggling with scalability and efficiency, and then we have the hashtag, and then it goes to our DAL to create our image. So if you click on this, you see our image has been generated, and now it has already posted to our Instagram page. If I go to my Instagram page right here and I do a quick reload, I should now see this post has been done for me automatically. So you see, now we have a new post from our automation, and it has our caption in it, we have our image, and then we have our hashtag. And that's it, guys. That's how I run simple automations using Make to actually boost the efficiency of content creation. If you've learned something new today, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at codewiththerealolami. I hope you've learned something new today, and see you on the next one.